Welcome back, guys. This is episode 14 of Private Lesson. This is how to scrub, which is something that I didn't think I would ever honestly put out, only because it's typically something that just becomes natural as you go faster and faster and you find the natural body movement to do so, and I thought it would be really difficult to teach safely to somebody that wasn't ready to do it. I'd been doing a lot of thinking, and I think what I came up with as far as this goes is ultimately the safest way you can do it, just with as little consequences as possible. I don't want to yap too much at the beginning of this video, but I just want to say thank you guys for all the support. Seriously, this weekend in Atlanta, Supercross, never had so many people come up to me in the pits and say they appreciate the videos and that they love watching them. It's pretty awesome. Considering my results on the dirt bike technically have declined the past couple years, only because I'm just being spread so thin between the academy and doing all this stuff. Obviously it's hard for me, but I expected my fan base at the races to become less, and it's actually become way more. So thank you guys for watching and subscribing. If you haven't already, just simply hit that subscribe button below. Leave your comments below, like the video, all that good stuff. Definitely on an upward trend, which is pretty awesome. So enjoy how to scrub. I didn't plan on doing this. I didn't think you were quite ready for it, but I want to do it before we stop. I want to do a quick impromptu how to scrub. Do you feel what you're doing on that? Mm-hmm. Did that just start to come naturally a little bit?
Yeah, I never got taught it. I started doing it.
Okay, so, but it got me thinking, that is a perfect way for me to teach you how to begin scrubbing. Mm. And it's a very safe way to do it. So if I get, like, the most common question I get asked is, how do you whip and how do you scrub? They're the two most annoying questions, because if you're asking that, that's how I always answer too, is, well, if you're asking me, you probably are not ready yet, right? But this is a really, what I'm going to teach you now, we're going to practice it here, and we're going to practice on the big tabletop over there. Two different directions. This one's going to be to the right, to the left hand down. Yeah. That one's going to be right handlebar down. So just two different directions. To learn this safely, the game we can play is try to hit the takeoff as fast as you possibly can and catch as little air or no air at all. So I can even set up a cone or draw a line and say, okay, your rear tire has to land before you get to this line. And I'm gonna make it like a foot or 2 feet. Okay. So your goal is to hit it really, kind of like what you were just doing. You're coming up and you're just doing this little thing with your knees and your hips and just getting the wheels back on the ground immediately. That way there's essentially zero consequences, right? Because you don't have enough hang time to land sideways, because you're staying on the ground the whole time. Scrubbing is done from the waist down, and that's exactly what you were just doing. What you were doing is a very natural movement. It's something like, my brother's only ridden, I could probably count on 2 hands how many times my brother's ridden, but he knows how to scrub really well, I think, just from watching it. And it looks very natural when he does it. And the movement you did was just that. You have to be unlocked to do it, first of all. If you're in a locked position, so if you have your pelvis drawn forward and everything's connected, there's no way you could scrub, because your whole body would be trying to do the movement. The key with the scrub is to unlock your hips and allow your knees and your hips to draw that bike sideways and snap that bike sideways on the takeoff while keeping your chest and your chin straight. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're coming up and you're just a little bit of that. And maybe even a little bit of the bars as well, right? Just a little bit of that movement. The faster you do it, the quicker it comes back, which is what you want. There's a time and a place when you get really good at scrubbing, and if you're hitting a big obstacle, like on my 450, when I go to scrub like that 100 and something foot tabletop, you carve the lip, so it starts lower down on the takeoff. What that does is it makes it a slower process. If you did the crazy quick snap scrub and you're trying to jump 100 and something feet, what would happen is you would scrub and then it would come back the other way. Jeez, yeah. Okay. So if you've ever seen somebody do that, that can become super dangerous. But on a smaller jump, I'd say most situations where you're really scrubbing something, especially to learn playing this game, it's a quick little twitch movement. The faster you do it, the faster it comes back. Same way, like when I teach people how to like do Supermans sometimes, like a lot of my buddies that are really good riders ask how, because I'm good at doing Supermans. Yeah. First time I ever did it though, I kind of half-assed it and my legs floated back, and then they just kept going and going and going. And I just landed like in a Superman. Jeez, yeah. Because they never wanted to come back. But the proper way to do a Superman, the proper proper way to do a no-footed can, a heel clicker, really any of those freestyle tricks, is the harder you commit to it and throw your legs out a certain direction, the quicker they come back.
Okay.
Don't know why, just science, I guess. So the quicker you throw that bike sideways with your hips and your knees, the quicker that thing will snap back. Okay. So I'll demonstrate a couple times. And this is something like, really anybody can do at any level. I'm gonna make a little video of this because I've never wanted to teach scrubbing to beginners, but this is the safest way to do it. And then it can at least get you comfortable with that movement so you can begin to implement it while you're actually catching it.
Yeah.
Just have to remember that when you do begin to implement that movement to jumps, you have to be going a heck of a lot faster than you would be to normally clear the obstacle, which is the whole point of scrubbing.
Right.
When somebody asks me, oh, how fast do you hit that jump or that jump? Well, my answer is I hit it wide open, right? I just scrub accordingly. Like, I hit this tabletop and that tabletop wide open on my 450, just like I hit it wide open on your Super Mini. I'm just scrubbing them really hard on my 450.
Yeah, okay.
So you'll see how much speed, like I'm pretty good at playing this game because I've always been good at scrubbing. If you had a radar gun on me, I could get the most speed, like 7-10 feet before the takeoff than most people, and not catch any air at all. Because I just scrub it that hard, that quick. All right, let's see.
It feels like, not like, it's like weird to explain.
What?
Like doing it, it's like weird to, it's like,
it's easy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like natural. It's
yeah,
like,
it's not, it's just a little hip movement and a little knee movement.
Yeah.
It's very, doesn't take much. Perfect. As silly as this seems, the fact that we're catching no air at all, this is the perfect way to practice scrubbing. Perfect. And the more you practice it, the more that movement will begin to feel natural, and then you can just simply implement it to bigger jumps, that's all. And always remember to practice it both directions. You never want to be that guy that can only scrub one way or that can only whip one way. So the faster he goes, the snappier he's got to do the movement. He's trying to do it the same speed while he's going faster on the bike, and it's not quite working. Hey, snap it quicker. When you go faster, make sure you snap it quicker. You know what I mean? The faster you go, the more aggressive you have to be with that movement. Okay. That's all. So now this is a bigger face. Nothing really changes. All you need to know is that you just have to wait to the top of the lip to make that snap. Try to come at it with as much speed as you can without catching any air. Same thing. Just know that it's going to be harder to not catch air on this face because you're going to, first of all, probably have more speed, and second of all, it's a better takeoff. So just be careful that you don't launch 30-40 feet by accident. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now we're going to practice other direction. Same idea. You really want to get comfortable going both directions. That's all. That's good. Nice. See, super in control. He's not doing anything crazy. for me, I'm big on the bike, so my foot was kind of having to come off, my inside foot, but still what I was doing was in control as well. Just a quick snappy movement, get the wheels back on the ground. He's jumping to about there. I was jumping to about here, you know, no more than 5 feet. Perfect way to practice it.